Hello everyone. So for today's lesson, I'll be teaching you how to create this checkerboard from start to finish. So we'll actually create the texture inside of Paint. Yes, inside of Paint, we'll do this. And then we'll bring it inside of 3D Studio Max, create the model, and then we'll wrap it and then bring it into Unity. So let's get started. So for today's lesson, I'm going to be designing the textures for the checkerboard that we're going to be doing. And I'm going to be going with something like this. So I'm just going to speed up the video here and just play some music. Just follow along what I do. It's just time consuming is all. It's not that hard. I'm using Paint here for this. And yeah, so just follow what I do and it should be fine. we go. We have our texture for the top ready, and then we'll just use that black, blue, like it's a navel, I guess you could say, for the bottom and the sides when we do the board, which we'll get into right now. All right, here we are inside of 3D Studio Max. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to create a block here. Let's just go 1765, 1765. Yeah, let's go like that. Let's go like that. And then the height, let's put at, let's go 2. Convert this to an editable poly. Actually, let's grab the edges here. Let me just move up a little bit and out. So what we're going to do is we're going to just chamfer the edges, not too much, just to give them a bit of a rounded feel. Chamfer the edges, let's go like that. And you can't barely even tell. Let's go 2. Let's try 1. Actually, 1's going to be way too much. Let's try 5. Hit OK. Let's grab everything. Let's auto smooth it just for the sake of it. Shouldn't do anything. Yeah, auto smooth it. Looks alright. So now let's go ahead and texture this. So what we're going to do is just make sure that it's converted to an editable poly. We're going to go up to the UV unwrap. No, sorry, where is it? Yeah, unwrap UVW right here. And what we're going to do is we're just going to select everything. So just make sure that you go around all the sides. It's not going to be like the polygon from the editor. It won't actually select everything. You have to actually go to the sides, the bottom, the top, and make sure that you select everything. If you forget one thing, it just won't texture it. So I'm just going to make sure that I go around all the sides here. It looks like it's done just by the way that it is, but just to make sure, I'm just going to do this. Okay, there we go. So now that we have everything selected, let's just open up the UVW. And what you're going to have to do is, it already flattened it for me. Just go mapping, flatten map, hit OK. So everything is flattened now. Let's go ahead and you can save the UVWs if you want to. I'm not. I'm going to go to Tools, Render UV Template, and I'm going to render the template. And this is how it's rendering right here. These are the sides, here are the corner pieces, and then we got our top and our bottom. So I'm just going to save it. I'm going to save it as a JPEG. I'm going to save it as the checkerboard texture. I'm just going to save it. I'm going to close these. I'm going to keep this open for now, but we can actually just go back to there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to open this texture up in Paint like we previously did. So here it is in Paint. What I'm going to do is I'm going to paste from. I'm going to paste that black here. I'm actually going to make everything black. That needs to be black for the bottom of the board and everything. So it's just like that. Let's just grab this right here. Let's just move this up. So everything that is black will be black. So this is, I believe, let's find out here. It is 499 by 499. So if we open up our board here, so let's go open with Paint. We can simply just resize this by the pixel and go 499 and hit OK. And then we can file and save that as, let's put it as number 2. Then we can actually just paste this. So I'm actually going to zoom in first. Oh, oops, right there. I'm going to go paste from, I'm going to paste number 2. And then we can actually just reposition it where it needs to go. I'm just going to copy this. I'm just going to save this for now. So let's just hit save. Let's hop into Unity. Something's off. I mean, not in Unity. Let's hop in 3D Studio Max. What I'm going to do is I'm actually going to apply the texture so that we can see it as we go. So I'm just going to drag and drop that texture board that we're working on in here. I'm going to save it. Let me unclick this so I can just move around freely. So one side is off here. It's not as... Okay, so those sides, so it's something to do with the top and bottom, I believe. So how are we right now? Let's go, let's hit undo, let's hit paste. Let's just reposition, but this time let's go up. So where were we? We were here last time. Let's just try going up here, and let's hit save. Let's go to the top view here. Realistic. Top. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go like this. I'm just going to zoom in just a tad bit. I'm going to photo check. And everything looks alright. Now we have these sides are the same, and then these sides are the same here. So that's good. So what we're going to do now is we're going to go into Paint, and we're just going to close everything off here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to, actually let's go here, just zoom in a little bit. I'm just going to grab the texture here. I'm just going to go like this, and I'm just going to move this over all the way just to cover up all the other black here. So like that. Let's just grab this right here and go all the way over. And then grab this right here and go all the way up. A bit too much maybe. Yeah, let's just go. And then let's hit save. And there we go. We have our texture. So once it saves now, if we actually just move it, it should auto update. And we got our actual texture. So I can actually go back to the perspective here. So this will be our actual texture. So now we got one texture rather than having to put 2 on, and we can actually just go ahead and save this now. When we do our pieces, we will actually use the black and the red piece that we have the texture. We'll just drag and drop those into Unity, and we will then make it glossy. Same with this, we can make it as glossy as we want. And if you are an artist and stuff and you want, you can add like a crease or something in with the texture here. So I'm going to bring this inside the Unity just to show you guys what it looks like inside of Unity. Alright, here we are inside of Unity here. And I set up the board with our little pieces that we created in the previous episode. And here is the board that we just created. Of course, I have the smoothness and everything up, so it does shine a light. If you just want to fix that, all you need to do is actually just turn down the smoothness a bit and just adjust everything to how you want it. Of course, I think that's a bit too much. But yeah, so here's the board. Let's just go around and I'll show you that everything is how it's supposed to be. So you got the black at the bottom, the sides. We got the pieces here. I actually do have another piece. We do have the flatted, curved piece that we can use. And so we'll be using this for our checker game when we create it, probably after we're done the chess game that I have planned to do. And yeah, I like the shininess and the metallic of the pieces here. I think they turned out really well, and I hope you guys all enjoy how it looks too. Like I said, it's all about a personal preference on if you want it to be shiny or not, if you want it to be plastic looking or not. And anyways, I'll see you guys later. If you guys liked this video, leave a like, comment down below, and I'll see you guys next time.